All right, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about my experience with paying for X Premium and how it is a complete mess over there. And it doesn't seem like anybody's caring to fix any of the problems over at X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm a big proponent of freedom of speech and being able to talk about whatever you want to talk about. And that's why I thought X was going to be the move to go to and start creating content on there. But unfortunately, it has become even more of a cesspool than it has been since its inception as Twitter. And I'll just go over these briefly. Groups, let's talk about communities or groups or whatever you want to call them. I think they're officially called communities. They've been announced by Elon's team and they've been implemented, and there hasn't been any kind of update to this feature at all. Like, if you want to make a group, you have to be verified, okay? And then once you're verified, you can make this group. If you don't have too many followers to begin with, you're practically on your own to shill out your group to everybody else. So you have to be your own algorithm. There's no algorithm. These groups don't get suggested to anybody. You could make something that you want to, but nobody's going to find it unless you spam people's inboxes and be aggressive and with, just tweeting and getting the message out. And it's really not at all very good. These groups are a good idea in theory, but the implementation of them has been abysmal. And just for example, and I'll get into actual live streaming on X in just a moment, but the official live streaming group on X is, staffed with actual X employees who are supposedly working on the live streaming features. But and it started off okay. This group started off like it was going to be a decent group for people to request features and give updates about what they don't like about how things are going. And the employees were responding at one point, and this was probably like October or maybe November. But as of February right now, if you go on the live streaming X community, this is an official community, by the way. If you go there, you are going to get no streamers. You're going to get bots. You're going to get follow for follow bots, and you're going to get man, I don't even want to say it on YouTube, but you're not gonna like what you see. You're gonna run into some pretty disgusting stuff that isn't meant for kids. Like, say if you're a kid, if you're a kid and you're interested in streaming, and you're like, hey, X has streaming, let's check this community out and learn more. Well, it's disgusting. What you're gonna find is somebody's butthole or worse, and it's being overrun by bots and OF models, or just bots in general. They're awful. There's no moderation, by the way. The moderators, the official moderators that are supposedly taking these communities at the helm, are not doing a damn thing. They let this slide. So if you just want to just go verify yourself, be 18 or plus first, okay? Don't go there if you're a minor, by the way. But if you want to see how bad X communities officially are, just go check out the X live streaming group. It's absolutely disgusting what you're going to find there. And that's just one of them. I can't tell you how many more else communities are being overrun by bots, okay? So that's just one. Let's get into streaming in general. The streaming developers are doing absolutely nothing. They used to take good suggestions and people would relay them to what X is missing from YouTube and Twitch. But the standard, if you want to stream on X, the standard is back to 2012 Twitch days. There's no low latency mode. There's no ultra low latency mode. Whenever you stream, you are going to be a minute behind for everybody. Anybody who's watching you is going to be like a minute behind, what I'm saying. Whereas YouTube and Twitch, they have these low latency modes where whenever you stream, the viewers are only like 5 seconds behind at most, okay? There has to be some time that you have to let lag, but it's embarrassing that that you're paying them money, okay? You are paying X or Twitter money to stream on their platform for an objectively worse experience. And it just gets worse from there because, as I said, in the communities, the groups, the official live streaming groups, they don't care. The last thing that a moderator posted for streaming related news is, I think, Streamlabs integrated XChat into their official build for OBS, whatever. And that's it. Some third-party support for a chat that's already buggy, by the way. If you load a stream on X, there's a 50% chance the chat won't even show up to the point where people have been chatting. It'll just show up to a blank screen. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It's a total gamble. So it's so embarrassing. There's no AV1 support, which I know AV1 support isn't like the biggest thing at the time right now, but if they want to actually compete as a streaming platform, why are they not getting ahead of this? I mean, YouTube does it. It saves people bandwidth, okay? AV1 saves people bandwidth. That for X, for Twitch, for YouTube, if X implemented it, by the way. So it also saves people watching the stream bandwidth. So I don't want to get too technical into this, but AV1 just makes it so you could do like a crystal clear 1080p stream at a lower bit rate than, you could get away with like 4 megabits a second with AV1 and nobody would notice on a 1080p stream, which is amazing, okay? X doesn't care. They really just don't care. They haven't said anything about implementing anything new or playing catch up whatsoever to, their rivals, Twitch and YouTube and whatever. Streaming on X is just terrible, honestly, and you're paying them to do it, okay? The studio, if you want to stream on X, you have to, it still has Twitter branding. I think it still has Periscope branding. It's absolutely nonsensical. And just as a bonus, whatever Elon Musk does, like he introduced people to streaming on X by playing Diablo 4, which is a very mid game, and I regret buying it. I didn't buy it because of Elon. I bought it because I was a Diablo fan. But the game is so bad, okay? That's for another story. But Elon played it on X, and oh my god, the entire community of his lickspittle drone followers started playing Diablo 4. I guess that's the meta. Whatever Elon's doing, whatever bad taste he has, no matter what it is, it's going to be the meta on X. So Diablo 4 is one of the most popular games on streaming on Twitch right now. The community's huge. I just think it's mid, and there's really... by the way, there's no way to like go and find Diablo or any kind of gaming streams that you want. There's no tab like Twitch would have where you go into like whatever game you want to see being played or whatever. There's nothing like that. You are totally at the whim of finding that stream by somebody posting it. And it's pretty bad. I apologize. So that is the streaming portion of my gripes on X. Let's talk about Grok. And one of the big reasons why I wanted to buy the X Premium. Grok is just about as useless as showing a GIF to Helen Keller, okay? It's just ChatGPT. That's it. You think it could produce pictures? No, it can't do that. It can't do Dolly or any of the image producing anything. You are paying $16 minimum for Grok, which is useless. Okay, it's absolutely useless. I've tried it many times. I've tried to like chat with it just to see if I could trip it up, and oh yeah, you could trip this thing up. You can make it repeat itself. It's so bad, and it's not getting any better. There's no announcements of Grok doing anything more than what it does right now, which is just being a paid, worse version of free ChatGPT. You are better off going to ChatGPT and using the free version than paying for Grok. It's worse. Grok is worse in every single way. And in my opinion, I think that anybody would agree if you used any kind of other AI service. But of course, Elon's massive mega lickspittle fans, they love it. I don't know why. It can't do anything that ChatGPT can't do for free. It's really stupid. And I don't see any future. There's really no development on it. There's no channels of information, what the roadmap is, nothing like that. So that's all I have to say about Grok. You do not pay for this. Do not pay for this. It is worthless, and it's not getting any better. So one of the worst problems about X is just the main timeline alone. Okay, this is the bread and butter of X. This is what came from Twitter, right? The main timeline, and it is completely overrun with bots. It really gives dead internet theory some credence, okay? Anytime you post something, if you pay the $16 a month minimum, the $16 a month tier for premium, which I am, I'm not doing it anymore, by the way. I'm letting it expire. You will get reply boosted, okay? You'll show up, and if you reply to somebody, you're gonna get a huge amount of likes, okay? Maybe some retweets. But if you look at all these accounts that are liking your stuff, they're all bots. They're all like low effort bots, like the same profile pictures, the same basic, like nothing. It's so bad. It is so bad. X is full of bots. I know this is a problem for like any site on the internet right now, but I was expecting that X would do something better and not stock its entire user base with bots. Now, you can post a bunch of stuff and get all these likes, but you barely get any follows. Like, you will not get any follows. You might get like 1,000 likes to one follow, maybe. And that follower is probably going to be a bot, okay, too. If they're not real people, it seems like. I don't understand. You're getting all this attention, and people are agreeing with you, but nobody's actually engaging with you in your account. So, and here's the thing. If you want to get followers, you have to engagement bait like no other. I am so sick and tired of seeing these gimmick accounts that are, they're supposed to post very, very specific things like, there's accounts dedicated to, I don't know, video game screenshots or something from like Fallout maybe. But it seems like 5 times a day or more, these gimmick accounts that are supposed to stay in their lane are posting these cringy, just mind-numbing posts that are like, caption this, and it's like a picture of like a girl holding a guy in the rain. It's like, what the fuck? What is this? Is this the only way to get ahead on X? Is to post like the most cringe engagement bait crap that you possibly can? It is really the worst platform I have ever seen. And I like I said, I really appreciate freedom of speech, and that's something that YouTube and Twitch just sometimes won't let you do. There's certain topics on YouTube and Twitch that you can't speak against the grain on, and like that's like war and other world affairs, stuff like that. So I thought X was going to be a lot better, but Elon's doing his best Elon is doing what he does best, okay? He is surrounding himself with yes men and then assigning all these yes men to these like whim projects, okay? And they get off the ground, but they never leave the ground, okay? They never fly, okay? I've seen Twitter do better with Periscope. Periscope was a great idea, and we don't get anything like that. And it's really just sick. I was just hoping X would be a more open platform, but it really just is proving dead internet theory right, in my opinion, where nothing's getting done and the official accounts, official groups, and communities are being overtaken by bots and even the main timeline. Because, like, I was covering Fish Tank. If you guys don't know what Fish Tank is, it's like an internet reality show, okay? And all of the people that were using the Fish Tank hashtag, we were using it and it was working fine. And then all of a sudden it got too popular. And as soon as a hashtag gets too popular, you know what happens? It gets absolutely overrun by bots. I'm not kidding. And they're not like funny, oh, look at this, I'm just gonna post my silly little image. No, it's like bots that show like gore, okay, from like war-torn areas. Like, who wants to see that? Who wants to see that while watching Fish Tank? Not me, or anything. So we had to use an alternate hashtag like fishtank.live, and that worked. And as soon as like that actually got to a point where it got popular and bots started taking over that too. So it's an absolute travesty what's happening over at X. Do not pay for premium. Please, for God's sakes, don't pay for premium. If you think you're getting free speech, you're not. You're getting a bunch of fake accounts. You're just screaming into the void. YouTube has so many problems, and so does Twitch. But at least the platform is being developed constantly and being actually fun to use and isn't being overtaken by bots. Like, there was a time where YouTube chat had a really bad bot problem, but I don't see it anymore. It's gone. So they at least fixed that. So yeah, I'm not trying to say X is bad because Elon wants to make it a free speech platform. No, I'm not saying that. I really wish that's what would have happened, and I really wish, I hope that that's what's happening in the future, but I doubt it. I don't see any kind of good coming out of X in terms of usability or any kind of innovation or anything like that. So that's my rant. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on YouTube. It's where my home has been since 2005, man. Can't leave. See you later.